Hi Leo, thank you so much for watching. As always, thank you for all you do to support my channel. I love hearing from you in the comments. I look forward to seeing some of the same faces over and over. I honestly can't wait to hear from you every time. And you telling me that you love the Leo readings and it resonates really pushes me to keep going with these readings for you. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Telling me you want more Leo content. The signs with the most activity, which is always you, will get bonus readings. Check your playlist for about 70 or more other Leo readings if this resonates. And as always, thank you so much for being the most watched sign on my channel. What key messages does Leo need to know, please? What key messages does Leo need to know? Key messages for Leo. Key messages for Leo. What does Leo need to know? Thank you for your messages. Thank you for your messages. So when I was shuffling this time, I just heard a couple of words. So I heard grievances or grievance or grief. And then I heard stardom and destiny. So lots happening here. So under the deck, we have deep knowing. No place like home. Yin, higher power. Y, co-create. All right. So lots of messages here. So the first one that I see here is poised and go the distance. So this is telling me a lot of you right now are in a very good place. You've done a lot of work on yourself. You are poised, put together. Your finances might be together. Your home might be put together. You might just look really put together when you're out and about. You look like healthy and well-dressed and you smell good, feel good. That type of feeling. But I feel like this has not always been the case. You have gone the distance, you've done the healing, you've done so much work, and you've brought yourself up from a lot of pieces. Like this go the distance, I see this jaguar, there's a bunch of pieces at the beginning. So I feel like a lot of you rebuilt yourself from pieces pretty much. And what I'm feeling with this is just this extreme power to this, to the fact that things tried to get in your way, things tried to cut you down, things tried to break you apart, and nothing could. No matter how bad it got, you still turned it around and made yourself look as if nothing ever happened to you. Like you just look like you've never had anything wrong in your life, Leo, but I know that that's not the case. I can feel it, but that's the appearance that you give. You give a really confident, well put together appearance to the outside world. Then I feel here is like two different messages here. So someone's home situation changed in some way. You could have had to get a roommate. You could have moved. You could have moved in. You could be moving in with a partner. You could be just changing something about your home. And it was really upsetting for you. You wondered why. But you also had this deep knowing that this was what you were meant to do. This was the path you were supposed to take. Like if you were supposed to help someone out to let them live with you, or if you were supposed to take a job and move somewhere, you had a deep knowing that you didn't understand why this was happening and you didn't want it to, but you had a deep knowing that it's what you should have done. And I feel like somebody here really has learned to trust their intuition. So when something feels like you should do it, you do it, because that's the lessons that you've kind of learned for someone. And then I also feel like someone wants to co-create with you and you're going to be wondering why. So it could be an ex returning, it could be in the workplace, it could be a friend or someone wanting to start a business with you. And you could already have a deep knowing that this person's returning or this person's going to ask you for this. You wonder why, though. The timing could be off. It could be like after you've healed and gotten yourself together, the past is trying to return and you're just not interested and you're wondering, why is this happening now? It's not what you want. But I feel like all in all, your destiny, your future, everything's looking very bright. Like this yin and higher power, we can see there's beautiful clouds, sunset, soft, pale colors. It's very soft and peaceful. And that's where I feel like a lot of you are at right now. You're in that yin flowy energy, feminine energy, even if you're feminine or not. You are just at peace with what happened, at peace with what's gonna happen, and at peace with everything. You're just kind of flowing through life. And you really have this deep knowing now. You could be a tarot reader yourself. You could be someone that's very spiritual. You could be having dreams. You could have psychic abilities. You could be a Reiki healer, something about you, but you just have this deep knowing of things are going to happen before they do. And you also have a deep knowing that everything's happening as it should be, or everything that happened was for a bigger purpose. Like, you can just see things. Someone here is very highly intelligent. Whether you can actually see things spiritually or not, you're very highly intelligent and you're able to see why something happened, what it's going to lead to. Like, I just have this feeling that you're just, you know, a lot more than you give yourself credit for, Leo. And also, if someone wants to co-create with you, you might find that overwhelming that someone's coming back, or someone wants to start a business, or someone wants to move in. But listen to your intuition, meditate. Some of you are going to actually sit outside at night and look at the stars, and that's going to give you some sort of downloads from that, or also being in water, I just keep feeling. So you feel like you don't know the answers to something, but you do, is what I really keep feeling. Any more messages for Leo, please? What does Leo need to know, please, Spirit? What does Leo need to know? Thank you for your messages. So again, under the deck, balance, spirituality, and practicality. And that's exactly what you are doing. Someone here was always in their yang before. They were always intense. They were always doing stuff. They were always achieving. They were always going. But something in their life happened that forced them to slow down and just flow more with things. Realize you can't control everything. Realize you can't. Work doesn't equal progress sometimes. Sometimes things just are what they are. Like, if you really care about someone, or you're in love with someone and you put all your work and effort to it, doesn't mean it's going to work out. They could not feel the same. Or at the workplace, you could be the hardest worker, but they pick someone else because they're friends with them for the promotion. Like, work doesn't always equal payback. And once you realize that, you can just kind of ease up a little bit in life, be in the yin energy, which a lot of you are in right now. Be more spiritual, flow more with life. And I'm really seeing the fish here again. So I'm really feeling like water. Something about someone being in water is really significant. Like, I feel like when you go to a place of water, an ocean or a river or a lake, whatever it is, you kind of get some downloads there, or you just feel like it washes away all of your past hurt or something like that. Emotions are running high. A fiery climax approaches. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Balance, spirituality, and practicality, and confidence is your key to success. So we have Aries, Pisces, Leo, Capricorn here. So this could be your sign, your person's sign, or signs in your chart. So I feel with this fiery climax and emotions are running high is going to be from somebody returning. Someone that wants to work something out with you. They're going to be highly emotional. They might even cry. They might apologize. They might say whatever. And it might be very shocking for you what they have to say. The truth behind what happened. The truth behind why you couldn't be together or why you couldn't co-create in the past. So you might, if you have this deep knowing that you should listen to this person, listen to what they have to say. But I feel like it's going to be a fiery climax because it's shocking. It's not what you wanted. It's not what you expected. You're healed now and this person returned. So you're going to wonder, why is this happening right now? But if you meditate, if you focus, if you do the things I was mentioning, you might already know. You might even already know in your heart right now watching this video that this was going to happen. You already had a feeling about it. You already feel like this is a destined connection. You feel like it's twin flames or something. And these two cards together, so higher power and the end of a tough cycle approaches. So I feel like you understand that there is so many things that we don't see, we don't understand. There's spirituality, there's supernatural things, there's ghosts, aliens, witches. There's all sorts of things in the world that you may believe in or you may not believe in, and that's okay. But there's just so much outside of you is what I really feel. So when a situation happens, when someone hurts you, when something ends, when something doesn't work out, I feel like you have to recognize that maybe it has nothing to do with you. Maybe it has everything to do with that person's karma, what they need to go through, their unhealedness, or things that you had to heal in yourself, or the timing, or the situation in the world, or literally just the divine that's trying to guide everything as it should be. And I feel like a lot of you are recognizing that and you're at peace with that. And that's a very strong energy to be in. And so when this person comes back to co-create, there's some of you that are going to try and start a new cycle with this person. You're going to do everything different is what I just heard. So everything that you've done with this person in the past, you're going to switch it up and just change the entire narrative is what I just heard. So if you were obsessed with them, you now don't care. If you were super loving to them, you now give no energy. You're doing everything different because you want a different result. You don't want to go through the same karmic cycle with this person. And also, I feel like just in general, not even in love or not even in anything like that, some of you could have just felt like you went through a rough cycle in the last 10 years, 8 years, or 3 years, I just heard. So whatever it was, whether it was health concerns you went through, financial loss, or just love or family or someone dying, some kind of grievances, like I heard in the beginning, something really impacted your life. And it's been like years of that cycle, but I feel like you recognize that that cycle's over, or you're doing the work to end that cycle, or you're just realizing everything that was happening actually has nothing to do with me. It was all part of my journey, and that was the cycle I had to finish. And now I've moved to a new cycle that's better. And like I said, confidence is your key to success. So whatever it is that you dream of, whatever it is that you want, a business, a home, a love relationship, health, the best way for you to do that is to go the distance towards your dreams, to not let anything stop you, which I feel like you haven't been anyways, because I was feeling that energy, and to be confident and to be yourself is what I just heard. Somebody also needs to have more confidence in showing the world the real them, and also in expressing themselves more. Like someone, because of pride or ego, doesn't express their true feelings, doesn't express how much they care, doesn't express how much they love someone, doesn't express that they're vulnerable. And you need to have confidence in all aspects of your life. So those aspects of your life as well, Leo, just be authentically you, all sides, the good and the bad is what I just keep feeling. Any more messages for Leo, please? Any more messages for Leo, please? Any more messages for Leo? What does Leo need to know, please, Spirit? Key messages for Leo. Key messages for Leo. What does Leo need to know? Thank you so much for your messages. Thank you for your messages, Spirit. Okay. So a ton of cards came out in bunches, but they want them all. Under the deck, kisses, unconditional loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. So the giving and receiving is standing out the most. So somebody here had some kind of wound where they didn't want to give anything emotionally in the past. Like they didn't want to be vulnerable. They didn't want to wear their heart on the sleeve or say like, hey, I really like you. What you did really hurt me. How can we work this through? Like someone needs to be like that. Someone needs to be more open. So lots of messages here, Leo. So we have the Grim Reaper, karmic relationship, passion, 2 cards with narcissists, one-sided relationship, addiction, coffin, separation. So out of all these cards, I'm drawn to this one, and it says sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. So someone that you had an ending with is going to try to return. This person could have been very selfish in the past. Their heart could have been very closed off. They could have had a lot of healing to do. They could have had addiction issues and negative ways of thinking that impacted this relationship and made it so it couldn't turn out then. That was a cycle you were in with this person. You might think that they're karmic. You might think that you never want to see them again, but it could have literally just been a karmic cycle until you both healed. It could have been something like that. This person has a lot of passion for you, can't stop thinking about you and misses you. So they're going to come back and it's going to kind of wreak havoc on your peace is what I feel, because it's going to happen in a time that you're happily moved on. You've happily cut ties and you've let this person go and then they return. So it's going to definitely impact you. But if you don't know what to do, meditate, do all the things that I mentioned, and do what's best for your own situation and what you believe in your heart. Some of you, I see you're just going to close the door on this person. You don't believe them. You don't trust them is what I heard. Others of you, you might try, but you're giving nothing to it and you're changing everything up. There's not going to be any more overgiving to this person because they just took a lot in the past and there's nothing to give to them anymore is what I really feel. And you've gone through an ascending. So again, what I was feeling and saying in the beginning, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. So you've had a lot of obstacles in your life. You've had a lot of heartache and hardship. And no one would ever know that by looking at you because you present so well, but you went through a lot. And a lot of people would have just kind of bailed out with that, or they wouldn't be able to handle it. They wouldn't be able to continue on, but you did, Leo. And someone, again, there's something about the end of a tough cycle, higher power, and then the clock and hand of cards. So needs time, takes time, cycles, time to heal, progress, take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling. So this is telling me that, again, this person that you think is horrible could actually be horrible. You only know your own situation, or it could have been a cycle that you were stuck in, and at the right time, higher power is going to bring you together. But it's up to you if you even acknowledge this person, because it's going to feel like a huge risk. And I also just heard friendship. So it could have been in a love ex situation. Some of you, it's also a long-term friend that's wronged you. They're going to try and return. But I feel like, again, it's up to you if you want to even acknowledge this person or try anything. But a lot of you might not, because I just feel like you don't trust this person. I really feel this mistrust. And then we have soulmates, kisses, dragonfly, be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. So again, even if you don't take this person, friend or ex back, this communication is going to be shocking and it's going to bring some things to light and you're going to get a lot of information. But what a lot of you are going towards is unconditional love, giving and receiving. So balanced connections in friends, family, and love, and a true soulmate connection. And with soulmates and go the distance here, I feel like some of you could actually be dating, like actively trying to date right now. Others of you could be taking a break from it. But this just shows me that you're going to go the distance for what you want when it comes with love and relationships. You're not going to settle. You're not going to just be like, oh, this person's okay, I don't want to be alone. You've done too much work for that. So if you have to be alone for months before you find your person, you're okay with that, Leo. And that's a very, like I said, powerful energy to be in. A lot of people aren't okay on their own. Any more messages for Leo? What does Leo need to know? Thank you so much for your messages. Thank you so much for your messages, Spirit. What does Leo need to know? So we have don't stop, be assertive. And under the deck, we have no. So this could be how you feel about this past person, is it's just like a no with an exclamation mark. So this is telling me don't stop in any aspect of your life. Don't stop in the healing. Don't stop in your goals. Don't stop in your dreams. Don't stop in anything that you've been doing to make you feel better. Do more of it, actually. And be assertive. You've already kind of done that. You've already recovered from whatever it was. Recovery's here too. And you brought yourself back up to that bold Leo strength, confidence, energy again. And this is telling me again, this person had to recover, or you had to recover, or you both had to do some recovery of unhealed issues, and it was not the right time in the past, and higher power is here again. So I feel like this connection could be divinely guided for some of you, but doesn't mean it's going to work out. Like, two people have to do the work, and I don't know if you're going to want to after what this person's done. But for whatever you need answers to, you already know them in yourself, and just meditate to bring answers, like I was saying in the beginning. And meditation could be any of the things I mentioned or different things. Any more messages for Leo? What does Leo need to know at this time, please? Thank you. What does Leo need to know at this time? So under the deck, we have the Devil. So under the deck, we have the Devil, and I immediately heard when I saw this card, obsessed with making this work. So someone, either it's a love, family, or friend that you're not in contact with, you had some kind of ending with, is obsessed with making this work. This is someone, again, that breadcrumbed you, let you down, disappointed you, stabbed you in the back. And this person has somehow come up from their low vibrational way of being and get themselves together and want to make you some kind of offer. Something in their life really had to end before you could be together. They could have been with someone else. They could have had to move. They could have had to end a family dynamic. Mother, I just heard. So there could have been something with their mother that was going on that was stopping this. There's just a lot of things that you have no idea about this connection, this person, this soul contract, this higher power. There's so many things not shown and unsaid. And you might want to listen to them, and you might want to hear them, or you might just be done with it, or you might listen and then be done with it. But whatever you decide, Leo, will be right for you. Meditate, believe in yourself, believe in your intuition. You're in a very good place. You're very strong, determined. You have so many things in your life to be grateful for. And I feel like a lot of you are practicing a lot of gratitude, and it's only just making more abundance. And also the Temperance is here. So you just feel really good and fulfilled, and you're pouring into yourself and pouring into your own cup, I just heard. And you're showing up in your own reading as the Strength card. So you're extremely healed and strong, independent. You're doing well on your own. So it's just kind of annoying that this energy comes in now. But we have a lot of cards about this being divinely orchestrated and higher power and all that. So all is as it should be, is what it seems, Leo. So this is your reading, sending love and light.